Hi everyone, it's Paula da Nova here, your Ontario wedding officiant from IDoToronto.com. Well, I'm sitting here in my car and I'd love to have people's input on this. I keep getting asked to wear specific things for weddings. Now, I've been doing wedding officiating for 23 years. I've done over 9,600 weddings, and I've always done my best to look decent. Typically wear a nice dress, a suit, that type of a thing. But every once in a while, somebody's like, oh, make sure the officiant is wearing black, or, make sure that she's in a proper suit, and I don't like it. And I'll tell you why. When I have a couple that says, what do you wear typically for a wedding? Then I can say, well, I typically wear the dress or suit, and I usually wear neutral colors like blacks, grays, navies, stuff like that. But every once in a while, I like to wear some color. I might wear pink. I might wear red. But if there is something that you would like me to wear in particular, I'm happy to comply. And then they're happy. And I don't mind doing that because they asked me. They asked me, like, what do you typically wear? Or, we have like a color scheme going on, and we just like to know if you're okay with wearing something of a particular color. Absolutely. Not an issue. I will do my best. I've dressed like a vampire. I've dressed like a zombie, a witch. I've done a lot of things for weddings. So, putting on a particular color to coordinate with your wedding scheme, if you request it nicely in conversation, I'm game, right? But to say, tell the officiant that she has to be in black. I'm getting too old for this, I really have no interest in people treating me like I'm a servant. And that's what it feels like. Now, when you pay for services, yeah, you want your service. But you don't own the people. You still have to ask nicely. You still have to request it. You do not think that because you're paying me my fee for your wedding slot, that you happen to own my behind for that time, because you don't. You don't. I say yes, and usually when it's my clients that I book personally, I have the best people, and I have zero issues with any of my clients. We click and we carry on together. This is typically stuff that happens when I'm being booked through a wedding service that has an event planner that is taking care of everything. So I'm not meeting the people. I'm being hired by the planner. And so, these are things, I'm losing track here, but I just want to keep it real. I'm just sitting in my car here after a day of, a bunch of weddings on a Sunday. But you can't, in my industry or any industry, assume to bark commands at people. I'm pretty sure the 1800s are over, and it's 2025. So, a request. I hope you don't mind. But would you be okay with wearing black? Or we're having a white party theme for our wedding. are you okay to show up in all white? Yeah, sure. Because you asked, and you treated me like a human being and not a servant for hire. Absolutely. It's just a matter of common decency. But that's me. That's me. You know, I've been on this earth for well over half a century. And, you know, that's my opinion. But I'd like to hear from brides, from grooms, and especially from officiants. Leave me your comments, and I would just love to hear other people's perspectives on this. Thanks.